Hey, Casey Ray here, and I am super excited because I have a brand new series for you guys. This is kind of like a favorite things and a things that are not so favorite. I'm titling this Spark Joy and Kill Joys. So a lot of the items are not actual physical items that I either like or dislike, so just keep that in mind. So starting out with the things that spark joy, the very first thing on my list is the song Breeze Blocks. Yeah, Breeze Blocks by Alt J. I'm not sure if it's new or old, but I just recently heard it on one of my favorite stations that I'm about to get to. And I don't know, I just like it. It's catchy, it's upbeat. I don't know. I wish I could put like a clip of the song in the video, but I don't want to get any copyright strikes. But I will put a link below so that you can hear it. And a lot of you are probably going to be like, what does this girl listen to? This is weird. I am weird, so I mean, y'all just figuring that out. I like it. I think it's catchy, and maybe you'll like it too. So the next thing, this is where I heard the song. My favorite Pandora station is called Hipster Barbecue. I get a lot of hate at the salon about this station. I think it's mostly because of the name. If it didn't have such a kitschy name, they probably would like it, like Chill Jams or Indie Jams. It probably would not get as much hate, but because it's called Hipster Barbecue, they throw so much shade at me. I'm sorry, but I like it. I don't identify as a hipster, but I do like a lot of hipster stuff. So if you like indie music, if you like that type of stuff, then check it out. Hipster Barbecue. The third thing is a podcast, and my friend Tiffany, shout out, she told me about it, and it's called The Simple Show. So I really like this show. I like the ladies who put it on. I think it's mostly by a lady named Tish. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Oxenrider or something like that. She also has someone else who frequents the show, and then she has guests on as well. But basically, it's just about simplifying your life, a lot of intentional living, low-key intentional living undertones to the show. But there's like travel tips, and these women, they like travel the world. They're basically living my dream. But I don't know, it's just kind of relaxing to listen to. So if that sounds interesting, check that out too, okay? So the next two things that spark joy are actual physical items. The first one being this shark doodle. So I'm going to insert a clip here so that you can see it kind of closer up. But basically, my husband works out of town a good bit, and during one of his overnight projects several years ago, he doodled this little shark, and I just think it's adorable. It's on a cardboard box, and he brought home the box, and I was like, that's so cute. And he was like, really? So I cut out a square and just kind of tacked it onto a canvas board that I had put scrapbooking paper over top of. And it's hung there for the last several years. But I really like it. We don't like particularly love sharks or anything, in case you're wondering. I'm actually really terrified of sharks. But I thought he did a good job on the doodle, and I wanted to keep it, and it sparks a ton of joy. So there you go. So the last thing that sparks joy before I get into the kill joys is this book, The Message. It's like the Bible, only it's written in very, very plain English. I would definitely not like omit the Bible and just read this, because it's very edited down and also elaborated on. So what I like to do is I'll take my Bible app and I'll just write the real verse next to their translation, and it kind of gives you two perspectives, 2 point of views, and then you can decipher for yourself what it means. So I don't know, it's real plain English. It's really easy to read. Also, they have like guide references in the back, and a lot of Bibles have this, but it'll tell you like if you're dealing with forgiveness or gossip or contentment, happiness, things like that. I'll just go in, like I'm doing this as my daily devotional recently. I'll just go in under a topic that I'm dealing with at that moment, and I'll look up the verses, every verse that they have listed out for that particular topic, and then I'll read those verses, and I also refer back to the Bible app So it's a really good way to understand fully what you're reading. So I definitely recommend The Message. All right, on to the Killjoys. So the very first thing on my list is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And before y'all go getting all mad and stuff, I actually like the product. It's a good product. I am a fan, but let me get into the story. So I was at Ulta the other day and I was out of my normal cheap brow pencil and I knew that this was a good product. Obviously, it's been around for a while. I'm kind of tardy to the party, but I didn't know what color I needed, so I asked the little girl at Ulta. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like condescendingly call her a little girl. She was obviously younger than I was. So I asked her what shade that I needed. Let me just reenact this for you, okay? All right. So I've never used this before, so what shade do you think that I need? Soft brown. Girl don't even look at me good, you know? She don't even hardly look at me at all. And I'm like, soft brown? You think so, really? Yeah, soft brown. And I was like, okay. So I'm like looking at the testers and I'm like, miss, are you sure? Look at my eyebrows. They is black. Now y'all know I'm cheap and I don't want to spend a bunch of money if I'm not going to like it. I like to do my research usually. So I didn't want to come all the way back to town if it wasn't right. I wanted to make sure it was right. So I have bought 2 light of eye products before and you could definitely tell a difference between the light and the dark and where it started and began, and I didn't want to deal with that again. And I was like, I don't think she knows what she's talking about. I went ahead and got medium brown instead of the soft brown because I thought it was definitely going to be 2 different shades and not blend together whatsoever. Well, I definitely should have got soft brown. It's real dark. Do you see this? I don't know. And I've had to like blend it out a good bit. I actually put some like lighter eyeshadow on top of it just to kind of tone it down. It doesn't look that bad on camera because my camera sucks, but in person it can be real intense. Ulta girl, I'm sorry, you had my back and I was like, I don't think you know what you're talking about, but I'll get soft brown next time. And this one isn't bad. You just have to like really blend it out good and put some powder over it. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna use it until it runs out, which I feel like is gonna be forever from now. But yeah. So the next thing that is no longer sparking joy for me is this dress. I love the cutouts of it. I like the look of it, the shape and everything. But as a lot of you probably already know, I stick to a real specific color palette. And if it don't go in that, I'm probably not going to wear it. I like a lot of neutrals, a lot of like muted tones. This is pretty bright for me. My grandma bought it for me and I have worn it quite a bit in the past, mostly because I didn't realize what my color family was at that time, what made me feel happy and comfortable. And yeah, I just don't feel right when I wear it. Do you ever have those items in your closet and you like the way they look on the hanger, but when you put them on, it feels weird? That's how I feel in bright colors normally, typically. So I'm finally going to get rid of this. I was keeping it because, like I said, I like it when I look at it. But I just don't feel right when I wear it. So I'm sorry, Nanny. I'm sorry, but I'm donating this. The next things that do not spark joy for me that will be going to Goodwill is these 2 bike locks. So several months back, my husband's bike was stolen off of our porch. Now, if you have seen any of my videos where I'm outside, you realize that you have to walk down a walkway and then make a turn and then get on our porch. No one can see our porch from the road. So this was somebody who completely invaded our privacy and just rode off on his bike. I bought these a while ago and I didn't put them on the bike. And had I put them on the bike, they wouldn't have gotten stolen. And there's no reason for me to keep them because his bike is gone and now my bike is in the house. It's actually upstairs in our loft because I don't want it to get stolen. And I really don't feel comfortable leaving it on the porch, even with the lock. So we don't need these. These are going to Goodwill and they're brand new. So the last Killjoy, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but honestly, I don't care. It's terrible. Pretty much any country song. Yes, pretty much any country song. No, specifically, pretty much any country song that has like that talk singing thing. Especially that Sam Hunt song that, hang on. Take Your Time. I had to spend like 10 minutes Googling talk singing, country talk singing, because I didn't know the name of it. Literally, I want to shove number 2 pencils in my eardrums and wiggle it around because it's real bad. I don't know what y'all are thinking that like this, but I'm gonna pray for y'all. And I've heard other songs that sound really similar, so evidently like it's a trend and it's catching on. But when you sing like this, well, I was going to the Kroger the other day and I picked up some Fruit Loops and I was like, these are great. That's terrible. What are y'all thinking? Anyway, I apologize. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you like the new series, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You're my favorites. Peace and love.